Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my student. I hope that all of you are very well, and then I'm also well today. Okay, let's study English now. I hope that you are ready to study today. Yeah, let's enjoy your studying at home, and then okay, let's go. Actually, what we will study today, we can know from this video. Okay? Pay attention to the
Hello guys,
video
my name is Jennifer.
or watch the
Today I will
video.
tell about the legend of Loro Jonggrang. Long time ago, there was a kingdom named Prambanan. All the people of Prambanan lived peacefully. But the Prambanan kingdom was attacked and occupied by the Pengging kingdom. Then Prambanan was ruled by Bandung Bondowoso of Pengging kingdom. He was a king. He also had great supernatural power. His soldiers were not only humans, but also genies. The king of Prambanan had a beautiful daughter named Roro Jonggrang. Bandung Bondowoso fell in love with her and wanted to marry her. Jonggrang didn't like Bandung Bondowoso because he was a cruel person. She wanted to refuse, but she afraid that Bandung Bondowoso will be angry and endanger the people of Prambanan. Then she came up with a plan. If you want to marry me, you have to build 1,000 temples for me in the just one night, said Roro Jonggrang. Bandung Bondowoso fell in love with her and wanted to marry her. You are very beautiful. Would you be my queen? Asked Bandung Bondowoso. So Bandung Bondowoso summoned his entire genie soldier and commanded them to help him build 1,000 temples. The genies worked in unbelievable speed. Meanwhile, Roro Jonggrang heard from her servant that the building of 1,000 temples was almost finished. She was worried, but again she came up with a great idea. She asked all of her servants to help her. Please prepare a lot of straw and mortar. Please hurry up, said Roro Jonggrang. Burn the straw and make some noise. All the servants did what Roro Jonggrang ordered them, burning straw and pounding the mortar, making the genies think that the sun. It's already done. It's already done. We have to go, said the leader of the genies to Bandung Bondowoso. All the genies immediately stopped their work and ran for cover from the sun, which they afraid of. They didn't know that the light was from the fire that burning the straw, not from the sun. Bandung Bondowoso can't stop the genies from leaving. He was angry. He knew Roro Jonggrang had just tricked him. You cannot fool me, Roro Jonggrang. I already have 999 temples. I just need one more temple. Now, I will make you the 1,000th temple. He pointed his finger to Roro Jonggrang and said some mantras. Magically, Roro Jonggrang's body turned into stone. Until now, the temple is still standing in Prambanan area, Central Java, and the temple is called Loro Jonggrang Temple. Roro Jonggrang condemned as a because he cheated and broken promises. So we shouldn't break the rules or appointments. Thank you for listening my storytelling. Hello guys, my name is Jennifer.
Okay. After watching the video, I hope that you know what you have watched. Okay? That's right. What do you know about the video? What's about? Okay, yes. That's about the legends of Roro Jonggrang. So, it's mean that today we will study about legend. Legends belong to narrative texts. Before we study more about narrative texts related to the legend, so we would like to know about base competence. Okay? The base competence is in point 3.8 and 4.8. Differentiating the social function, text structure, and language features of some spoken and written narratives texts by asking and giving information related to the legend based on the contextual use. Or we can say, membedakan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan beberapa teks naratif lisan dan tulis dengan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait legenda rakyat sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. 4.8 Catching the contextual meaning related to the social functions, text structure, and language features of the spoken and written narrative text related to the legend, or menangkap makna secara kontekstual terkait fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan teks naratif, lisan dan tulis terkait legenda rakyat. Ya, jadi today we will study about legend atau legenda. What do you know about legend? Ya, kita sudah sering mendengar legend. Legend itu sering disebut dengan cerita yang menceritakan tentang kejadian suatu tempat atau terjadinya suatu tempat. Okay, now we will know about the objectives of today's studying. 1. Understanding about the definition and social functions of legend. 2. Getting the certain information and detailed information of the legend text. And then 3. Analyzing the social function, text structure, and the language features of the legend text. 4. Writing a legend text or dialogue about legend. And the last, telling a legend or doing dialogue about legend. Okay, class. Those are what you will achieve from this studying. Okay, now we will know about the definition. The definition comes from J.A. Cudden. A legend is a story or narrative that lies somewhere between myth and historical fact, and which as a rule is about a particular feature or person. Traditionally, a legend is a narrative that focuses on a historical specific feature and describes its exploits, similar to a myth. A legend can provide an etymological narrative, often filling in historical gap. Yeah, that's legend. Jadi usually it focuses on a historical specific figure, figur khusus yang berkaitan dengan cerita sejarah. Sama halnya, hampir sama dengan mitosnya. Okay, the social functions. To present the story of human action in such a way that they are perceived by audience to be true. Actions are presented as if they have taken place within human history. For its audiences, legend has to include happenings that are not outside the realms of possibility, but it may include miracles. Yeah, that's about the social function. Biasanya cerita ini seolah-olah ada, to be true. Jadi masyarakat apersif, artinya percaya seolah-olah cerita ini benar-benar adanya. Dan peristiwa atau kegiatan yang ada di dalam cerita ini adalah berhubungan dengan terjadinya suatu tempat yang berhubungan dengan sejarah manusia. Ya, terkadang ini sesuatu yang nyata, seperti nyata, ya, dan mengandung keajaiban. Okay. After or we discuss about the definition and the social function, the next is about the generic structure. When we write narrative text, we have 4 points. Sometimes the writer any other point, evaluations, but today I only give 4 points. Orientation set the scene, about where and when the story happened, and introduce the participants of the story, who and what is involved in the story. Jadi dalam orientasi ini dijelaskan mengenai di mana, kapan, siapa pelaku yang ada di dalam cerita ini. Kejadiannya di mana, siapa pelakunya, kapan terjadinya. So, in short, where, when, who. And then complication. Complication tell the beginning of the problem which leads to the crisis or climax of the main participant. Komplikasi ini menceritakan suatu problem awal yang dihadapi oleh pemain utama. Sampai dengan nantinya ada menghadapi problem klimaksnya. Resolution provides solution to the problem either in happy ending or in a sad or tragic ending. Resolusi itu adalah menyampaikan penyelesaian masalah yang dihadapi oleh karakter utama atau pemeran utama. Apakah nantinya cerita ini merupakan berakhir happy atau berakhir dengan tragis atau menyedihkan. Yang terakhir, reorientation atau optional gives a closing remarks to the story. It consists of a moral lesson or advice. Jadi di sini menyampaikan semacam closing, kesimpulan, dan bahwa naratif teks ini termasuk legend yang kita bahas di sini itu mengandung pesan moral atau nasihat bagi para pembacanya. Bagi kita yang membaca cerita itu diharapkan bisa mengambil hikmah atau mengambil pelajaran dari apa yang sudah terjadi. Selanjutnya lebih jauh lagi ya. In writing this kind of text, we also must know about the language features. Yeah, past tense. I think you have studied about this past tense. Past tense to tell about the past event, past action. We can also write in another past tenses, not only past tense, but we can also write in another tenses in the past, like past continuous, past perfect, past future, and others. And the next, noun-phrase. This is also not strange about you. Noun-phrase atau frase benda, suatu kelompok kata yang berfungsi sebagai kata benda. The next, time connectives and conjunction. Juga kalau kita menulis tentu saja kita butuh konjungsi atau kata hubung, dan juga time connectives ini related to the adverb of time. Verbal processes atau saying verb. Saying verb itu berhubungan dengan kata kerja seperti say, said, ya, dari say berubah menjadi said, kemudian asked, and so on. Material processes, it's belong to action verb, that we have ever studied about this action verb, kata kerja yang berhubungan dengan action. And then thinking verbs, the verb related to the thing, notice, remember, and so on. Feeling verbs, the verb related to the feeling, feel sad, happy, glad, and so on. Feel happy. Direct and indirect speech. Direct, indirect speech atau kalimat langsung, tidak langsung. Usually, when we write this kind of text, I mean narrative text, there are any dialogue from its participants. So here we study the language features, also discuss about direct and indirect speech. Another time we can discuss more about direct and indirect speech, or we can also study from the text below. Okay? That's about the example of text. The City of the Lion. From these kinds of text, we can see any language features that we can analyze. Yeah. I only can give you the example. 100 years ago, ini time connective atau bisa juga adverb of time. There was a powerful king called Sang Nila Utama. This past tense, to be was and then called, yeah. Subject and then the second verb. He lived in Palembang, in southern Sumatra, and ruled the kingdoms of the Sri Vijaya Empire. One day, the king decided to travel to island of Bentang. When the ships were ready, he and his followers set out. While they were at sea, a fierce storm blew up. The wind howled and the sea became very rough. Your Majesty, it is dangerous to travel in such weather, said the captain of Sang Nila Utama ship. This is the example of direct speech. This is saying verb. Chunasik Island is nearby, and we could stay there until the storm is over. The king agreed. And so the ships left stormy sea and sailed into the safe and quiet harbor of Tumasik. Since we are here, we should have a look around, said the king. Sang Nila Utama and his followers then left their ships to explore the island. It was heavily wooden and had many beautiful flowers. As the men walked farther from the sea, Sang Nila Utama suddenly saw a vine-large animal. This is the example of noun phrase, a vine-large animal. Its body was as red as the sunset. Its head was black and its breast was snowy white, larger than a goat. The animal moved quickly and soon disappeared into the dark forest. What was that? Asked the king. I have never seen such a strange and wonderful animal. It's a lion, replied one of his followers. If the animals here are as fine and fierce as lions, this would be a good place to start a new kingdom, said the king. I agree, said a prince, but I think we should rename the island to mark your visit. Good idea, said Sang Nila Utama. I think we should call it Singapura, the city of the lion. Okay, that's the story about the city of the lion. From this text, you can know more about the story of the city lion, and then you should know the detailed information, the certain information, the language features, the social function, and so on. Okay, you have 5 questions, and then you can read by yourself. The next exercise B. From the text above, analyze the social functions of the text structure, and the language features. You can discuss it with your group virtually because of you study online. So you can discuss this with your group virtually. And then C. Write a legend text using your own words. It means that you should write a legend using your own words. Yeah, you can modify the story from any certain writers by using your words. Yeah, so it's mean you don't only copy paste, you must modify. And the last, tell your story and record it. After you write your text and then tell your story and record it. Kamu ceritakan apa yang sudah kamu tulis itu, kemudian direkam. And then send your recording and your writing. Okay, understand? Okay, I think that you understand. So, if you have still any problems about what we have discussed now, you can consult me using WhatsApp or maybe in the classroom or on the comment of this video. Okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Good luck and thank you very much for your attention and participation. Okay, class, enjoy your studying and I hope you will get your understanding and then you will be happy. Okay, see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.